What's up, yo? Welcome back to the channel, Better Call Saul, Season 2, Episode 9. We are almost to the end of Season 2. This episode is called Nailed.
You're extra today.
Oh yeah. This show is dope. It gets me excited and fired up.
Like, that was extra loud. Sorry for all you headphone users.
Yeah. We're coming into some really interesting territory with this show. And I feel like the last couple episodes have really hit on something that I know a lot of other people find to be very personal, but I also do too. The whole idea of like leaving a big corporation and going out onto your own to go do your own thing. It's so scary, and it's just something that hits, like, it's something that I've obviously never done. I've never had the balls to go out and just bounce on the job that I work for, because, I mean, without revealing too much, obviously, but like, I've worked for every company I've ever worked for has been pretty big, and it's always been one of those things where it's like, man, that's a really big challenge, and it takes a lot.
I mean, if you were still living at home,
well, right now circumstances are way different,
unmarried and all that stuff, you like maybe
now with the kids and other responsibilities and stuff, like, yeah, obviously
health insurance, retirement,
right,
blah blah blah.
Things are a lot different now, but still, like, it's still something that hits really hard, just because it's always like, that's the jump you should have ever taken one day. Like, it is, and it's very awesome to actually see it playing out in the show with Kim. Even though she kind of did get hit with her first big kind of obstacle and struggle, losing Mesa Verde to the bigger corporation and the bigger place. But it's just really awesome just seeing it play out and just seeing that, the side of her bouncing on the big corporation, because it does hit. And I know a lot of people take that risk, and there's only one way to be great, and it's to take a risk, you know. And for those who are on kind of like on the fence about doing it, like, if you're in a position to do it now, I don't know your situation, but like, go for it. Just
consider all the things.
Exactly. But just
make a list of pros and cons.
Not something you want to look back 10 years later and be like, I should have done that. I think it's really awesome.
Because YOLO.
Yes. YOLO. Without question. So yeah, I think these last couple episodes have been really interesting to watch, and it's something that's hit pretty hard. And I know it's hit for a lot of people, because I know a lot of people that have either like flirted with the idea of doing it or have actually made the move themselves to do it. So like, anyone who has, I commend you. You're a fucking rock star.
Toast.
And anyone who's kind of on the fence doing it, like, take a risk. Go for it. Go be great. Go be great.
But we are not held responsible for anything bad that happens.
Of course not.
But if something good happens, I expect to see our name.
But getting back to Better Call Saul, because like Kim, you know, she made the jump. Jimmy convinced her to, you know, she got the job offer. We think she got the job offer. I don't know if there was ever a formal like offer there, but
yeah, I mean, it wasn't really. I think it was more implied than actually.
It was pretty much done. But she made the decision because Jimmy pitched her like, let's go into law together. Let's be partners. And she's like, no, let's go get the same place, but it'll be McGill and Wexler. Like, it will be separate. And you know, she thought she had Mesa Verde in her pocket, and they said yes. But then, you know, good old Chuck the rock star, the superstar lawyer dude, goes in there against all his will and power and just like sickness that he's dealing with, powers through it, gets the deal back, and Kim is screwed. It fucking sucks, because again, it goes back to just, there's a level of jealousy, and there's just a level of just, Chuck doesn't want anything good to happen around Jimmy. And the fact that
he doesn't feel that he's earned it. Right.
And just the idea that, yeah, it's business and it might not be personal all the time, but I feel like this was like totally personal. Mm-hmm. They would have 100% have been fine and survived without Mesa Verde, because they didn't have them prior and they thrived. Yeah. So it's not like something they would have, like, obviously they would have made a lot of money off of it, but it feels like not anything that they would have missed, because Kim brought it to them. They didn't know about it but prior. So it's just like, fuck, that sucks. But she's really good at what she does.
She is. She's excellent.
I feel pretty confident that as long as she's not too discouraged from this, that she will have the drive and the ability and everything that goes into what she needs to do to go get another deal like this done.
She'll kill it, yeah.
I feel really good about her because she is very good. She's very focused. She made the right decision of not being, partnered up with Jimmy, because we saw some more Slippin' Jimmy in action in this last episode as well.
Yeah.
After all that played out, he went over to Chuck's. Chuck was freaking crashed out.
And falsifying some documents.
Yeah, he had a Jerry Maguire night at Kinko's and, put in a lot of work, made some copies, switched an address, did a whole bunch of shit.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
That is, again, falsifying documentation.
I want to see where that goes. Like, what are the, ramifications from what he did? Is it going to be an immediate, fucking Jimmy?
I would just like to say, watching that video back, you can actually see my breathing
your heart rate
increase
goes up.
when he does cringy shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god. You watch me in 2 times speed. Watch my, don't watch my chest. Watch my breathing.
Yeah.
And be like, oh shit, she's actually, I start breathing.
It's very
more.
interesting. He definitely gets you riled up. That's for
hyperventilating
That's
over
for
here.
Sure. But is it gonna be one of those moments where Chuck's gonna find out that something went wrong, and it's oh shit, Jimmy was at my place while I was dying, or is it gonna be something that's gonna get blamed on Kim? What the hell is gonna
Yes, that's. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Everything always gets back to Kim. Kim always gets shit on.
Yeah, because of Jimmy.
Son of a bitch. I didn't even think about that.
I'm really curious to see, are they going to get a call, be like, hey, are you guys going to send over the stuff? Because obviously they have the wrong address on the documents now. But shit, it's going to be another nerve-wracking moment when all that stuff starts being realized. That's scary shit. And Mike... We continue to get more Mike. He's doing some homework. He's doing some investigating. And we saw a popsicle truck show up with a shipment. Mm-hmm. Delivery was made. And Mike he was getting ready to bounce. He was doing some recon. And he's like, oh, I guess I'm going to sit here a little bit longer and see what goes down. Yep. I'm very curious. We've talked about it last time, whether that is a job or if it's personal research. Is he going to go in on Hector? Is he going to go in on Tuco? What is going to happen? Is he going to use Nacho as leverage to get something that he needs? I don't know. I'm expecting a full measure very soon from Mike at some point. That I could sense that coming. How do you feel about what's going on with Mike?
I'm not sure. After watching Breaking Bad, I'm not sure how he gets from point A to point B.
Yeah, right. Mike and Hector.
That too.
Yeah. Yes. But that opening, by the way, speaking of that truck, that opening scene was it was a one shot, and that shit was
amazing.
So good.
I love those.
Watching I hate editing those because I just want to leave the whole shot intact as it is, because they are so, when there's a really good one shot. And there's a handful of them that I could think of just right off the top of my head. One of them in
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. There's one during
Spoiler
the battle
alert.
scene.
Nah.
It's just a shot. It doesn't spoil anything. And there's basically a whole episode of Haunting of Hill House that's done on a one shot.
Yes.
When it's done right, it is one of those just most because there's a certain moment as you're in the process of watching the scene, it hits you oh shit. The camera just is moving around the action. And it's not stopping. There's been no cuts. And it's just a fluid, beautiful one shot. And I love that shit so
Tangent.
much. Yeah, totally. But it's just one of those things where it's editing the YouTube version. It's fuck, I gotta chop this up and add cuts to this. That sucks. Because it's such a beautiful thing. I love it so
Patreon.
much. So yeah, that's a little bit of a rant right there. A positive rant, because I think it was a beautiful shot. It was
amazing.
Very well done.
It was really cool.
Do you have any other thoughts?
No.
All right, it's showtime, folks. Oh yeah, and Mike, don't forget, Mike also created the fucking hose with the spikes coming out of it.
By the way, 2207 I think was the time code. I said that hose is not for the rhododendrons. I totally mumbled that shit.
He's definitely creating a spike strip.
Dope.
100%.
I love it.
He wants to see what's in this truck.
Legit. Oh, there it is.
Fuck.
Like a ninja. Oh, damn. Tape over the eyes and mouth. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Whoa. The fuck? Probably doesn't want to speak, right? Because his voice is very, very, like, unique.
Fuck.
He just left him out there.
Dude, Mike is such a fucking badass. Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not keeping their shit in the fucking deliverables.
No.
They're keeping that shit in the fucking tires.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm fine covering it myself. I'm just worried about your comfort.
I find victory laps very comforting.
That's a dick move.
We believe that our proposed expansion is in the public interest, both for Arizona and our own state. For 46 years, the men and women of Mesa Verde Bank and Trust prided ourselves on personal service and attention to detail. Second to none.
Can you give us the address of the proposed Scottsdale branch again?
Certainly. It's 1216 Rosella Drive, Scottsdale, Arizona, 85262.
In the original submission, we're seeing 1261 Rosella Drive.
It is 1261.
There seem to be two different addresses here.
Here we go.
Which is it?
It's absolutely 1261.
With all due respect, you're muddying the waters here.
Muddying the water. Look. Just look.
Fucking Jimmy.
Unaccountably, there appears to be a discrepancy in our filing.
So the correct address is the one that appeared in the notice of intent, the 1261.
It would seem so.
I can give you an adjournment. I'm being told by staff that they've already done the research for 1216 Rosella Drive. Our folks are going to have to go back to square one.
You're fired.
The soonest we could revisit this matter, 6 weeks from Friday.
Wow.
We can't wait 6 weeks.
Mr. Commissioner, Mesa Verde has put effort and resources into preparing this branch to open immediately.
Charles, I'm sorry. I'll see you in 6 weeks. That closes the matter for today.
Wow.
This is not possible. This is not possible.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
1261. No.
Chuck.
It was 1216. It was. I checked. I double checked. Chuck, it happened. Now we take our licks and we move on. Everyone makes mistakes.
Oh shit, he just realized. Huh.
Chuck doesn't make mistakes.
Right.
This was no mistake.
Fuck, dude. What is he gonna do?
How do you prove that he fucked it up?
Shit, dude. He is not happy.
I'm so terrified that he's gonna like look out the window and be like, him. I hope to God he cannot see him. Oh, look at Mike. He's very pleased with himself.
Mike is really good at this shit. He's not gonna get spotted.
Hi, Paige. How are you? Yeah, I mean, no, it's fine. Yes, of course. Okay. Yeah, that would be perfect. I'll see you then.
Acting all...
Jimmy,
What's up?
I just got Mesa Verde back.
Holy shit, that's unbelievable. Sometimes the good guys win.
Mesa Verde files. Chuck's ready to turn them over to me.
You want some help?
That depends. Are you gonna carry boxes or are you gonna gloat?
Some from column A, some from column B.
What the hell? This thing doesn't.
Oh, did he?
Change the log?
Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Kim.
Something's wrong with the lock.
Mr. McGill had me call a locksmith and change them.
Fuck, this is gonna...
I guess it's time to clear the air once and for all.
Oh, shit.
He sabotaged me. A single transpositional error cost my client time and money and permanently damaged my reputation. It wasn't an error. A week ago last night, I was right there on that couch, barely conscious, and Jimmy showed up, and he sent Ernesto away.
What the fuck is Kim gonna do?
My brother was gonna take care of me. And in the dead of night, he went through my Mesa Verde files.
Hey, you know what? We don't have to listen to this.
She does. You do. For your own good.
Fuck, I just got like
In these
chills.
files are 13 documents containing the address of Mesa Verde's proposed branch. 1261 Rosella Drive, Scottsdale, Arizona. Jimmy pulled each and every one, and he left me here, sweating and delirious, while he went off to doctor them. 1261 Rosella Drive became 1216 Rosella Drive.
This is sounding like a lot of work.
No one ever accused you of being lazy. Every other sin in the book, but not that one. In high school, he had a thriving business making fake IDs so his buddies could buy beer.
You're going all the way back to high school, huh?
Hey, you and Mozart, huh? You both started young. He knew that I would use his modified documents to write Mesa Verde's submission to the state regulator, and so I did.
So you're saying if we look in here, all the addresses will be wrong?
Well, of course you weren't going to leave evidence behind. No crime is complete without the cover-up.
Oh, come on. I did all this, what, for some business?
He did it for you. Oh, I'm sure you didn't know anything about it. I believe he went off on his own and did this as some kind of twisted romantic gesture.
You can't stand the fact that they chose her over you.
I can't stand the fact that my own brother stabbed me in the back. I can't stand the fact that you've deceived and ruined this fine young woman.
Ruined? What is this, the 1840s? What are you talking about? She's not ruined.
Jimmy could be charged with forgery, fraud, falsifying evidence, even breaking and entering.
Facts are facts.
Shit.
Chuck, I think there's another explanation. It's a simpler one. You made a mistake.
I did not make a mistake. Please open your eyes here.
You made a mistake.
He's capable of this. You know he is.
I know he's not perfect. And I know he cuts corners. But you're the one who made him this way. He idolizes you. He accepts you. He takes care of you. And all he ever wanted was your love and support. But all you've ever done is judge him.
Fuck.
You never believed in him? You never wanted him to succeed. I feel sorry for him. And I feel sorry for you.
Oh my god.
I think I held my breath for that whole thing. Fuck. Heart rate up.
The thing is, Kim knows that it's true.
Yep,
There's
she
just-
does.
there's
She
just
just
no-
fucking does.
There's no evidence to prove it. Holy dude, this has been turned up a notch. Fuck, this is intense. Filming out of school.
Come on. Plant yourself.
Probably not
Here?
the best idea.
Yeah,
in the world.
right there. About yay high. Aim it up at me. You got it.
Dude, there's gotta be an easier way to get this shot.
Not for free. You want to be a filmmaker? Grow up here.
Here we go. Pictures up.
No one is allowed here without permission.
Of course not. You didn't speak to Annette.
Do you know Annette downtown? I don't think so.
I was told there was a display or a plaque of some kind. Would you know where that would be?
Why would we have a plaque?
Because of who went to school here. Rupert Holmes. That's who the documentary is about.
I'm sorry, who? Rupert Holmes.
Jesus.
You know, Rupert Holmes. Pina colada song. If you like pina coladas, if you like making love at midnight. See? Look at her face, Rupert Holmes.
He went to school here?
Class of 64, he still talks about it.
But the school was built in 71.
We'll just stay here till you get official word.
Shouldn't take very long, I'm sure.
He's got a way with people. He does. That's for sure.
I would have made that chick stand there until I got back.
Like, he pulled that entire story straight out of his ass.
Nice.
Fucking Jimmy McGill. Always up to no good.
I'm like, there's no other way to get a fucking shot like that.
We got hit the other day. The truck headed south got hijacked. Someone stole $250,000.
Whoa.
Now Hector's flipping out. I think it was you. They left the driver hogtied, not a mark on him. Anyone in the game would have capped him without a second thought, but this driver, he's still breathing. I thought to myself, who's the guy who'll rip off a couple $100,000 in drug money and leave a witness? Who's the guy who won't pull the trigger? You.
Driver had nothing to do with it.
Then who?
Just me.
You did this without someone on the inside. Not possible. How did you know about the truck? How do you know about the tires?
All I can tell you is you guys aren't half as smart as you think you are.
Fuck, Mike.
The driver.
You didn't hear me. Saw a guy with a ski mask. That's it.
You remember Mike's first job on the Breaking Bad, right?
What?
The cleaner.
The truck robbery. The cops keeping it out of the papers?
The cops don't know shit about it.
How's that?
You wanted to put the cops onto Hector? Why? You are nothing to him. He forgot all about you.
I haven't forgotten him.
You put me in the shit. Just cause you got it in for Hector Salamanca? You put the cops on him. You put them on me. Doing it for the money. I get it. But this shit, that's insane.
You need to calm yourself down, and you need to take that hand out of that pocket.
Fuck.
This entire episode is giving me anxiety.
Why wasn't it in the papers?
Guys, we cleaned it up. After you left, the Good Samaritan came along and said, oh my God. He cut the driver loose. The driver called us. We came out, got the truck, made it like it never happened.
And that Good Samaritan?
Yeah, they fucking wiped him out.
Hector shot him in the face. We buried the guy out in the desert. Like I said, we cleaned it up.
Wow.
Mike's not gonna be okay that a person died because of his actions.
Right. It's not over, is it?
No.
It's not over.
Half measures, dude. That shit's gonna fucking eat him up.
Your brother is one smart lawyer. The smartest one I know. He'd make quite an adversary. You better believe it. The kind of adversary who'd find even the smallest crack in your defense. Going against him, you'd really want to make sure you've got all your I's dotted and your T's crossed.
Oh, what is she talking about?
Nothing for him to find.
Did he never eliminate the evidence?
I don't know, man. Oh, shit.
Fuck, is that Ernie?
Yeah.
For some reason tonight, I feel like I've got all the answers.
You murdered someone?
Nope. This is just a thing between brothers. And we're both lawyers, so.
Now he's fucking bribing someone?
Hey, tell me about the cameras.
They go to a VCR in the back. It tapes for 12 hours and then records over itself.
How hard would it be to erase?
Could be tricky and expensive.
Oh, shit.
Like $100 expensive.
Like $200 expensive.
You will go far, my young friend.
This has gotten intense.
On or about the morning of the 18th, this person was here in this shop. Is that correct?
No.
Was this man here making copies?
It's like I said, I don't think so.
Mr. McGill, maybe we better get you home.
Ernesto, do not speak to me as if I were a child. I'm fine. Breaking and entering. I want you to speak the truth. I know he was here. I know what he did.
Oh my God.
Is Jimmy gonna fucking intervene?
Okay.
What are you gonna do? Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
Is he dead?
Call 911. Call 911. Come on.
Oh my God. Are you fucking serious?
I don't think I breathed like that whole fucking episode,
Dude,
first off.
that episode was fucking intense.
Oh my God.
Did fucking Jimmy just kill Chuck?
Right? Basically, what the fuck? Like, now if Lance gets questioned, what? Wow. Wow.
But the idea that the action started with Jimmy, you know, falsifying the documents, doing all this stuff that he did, forcing Chuck to, like, Chuck figured it out within minutes, and now he's not going to stop investigating it, forcing him to go there, which resulted in him having that attack, smashing his head on the counter. That looked like for someone in his condition and his, like, age and his situation, like, that could be a fatal blow. Especially if they're not calling 911 right away. The fuck are they doing? Jimmy's
I don't know a lot.
Is Jimmy gonna be fucking responsible for his brother's death? Just like he was responsible for his father's death? Like, is this what's happening?
Just everyone around him dies. Wow.
Holy shit.
Peeled off a nail. Fuck, that had me whole...
Dude, that shit was...
anxiety ridden.
That shit was so good.
That was good. I mean, bad, but good.
Right, like the results of stuff that went down this episode, like even Mike has a death on his conscience now.
Yeah.
He left the driver alive, which, I mean, right or wrong, like, it resulted in an innocent person stopping to help the guy get shot in the face by fucking Hector. We're clearly going down two roads here. Like, at some point, Mike's gonna have to stop with the fucking half measures. He's gonna have to learn to pull the trigger. He's gonna have to get back to that and figure it out. Like, Nacho fucking called his ass out on it too.
I know, but that's just not Mike's way.
I mean, we know that changes.
It needs to be Mike's way.
Yeah.
Oh, Jersey Mike's. Oh.
Mike's way, yeah. And fucking, like, Jimmy, like, holy shit, dude.
I feel really bad for Kim. Like, she knows better.
I mean, she knows exactly.
As soon as Chuck started talking, it's like, oh.
She knows exactly what went down. And she knows that Chuck was not lying. But what she said about Chuck also was true.
Extremely true.
Like,
very true. Nail on the head,
yeah.
True. But, like, I mean, you know, he's, like, laying there to go to sleep. You know, Chuck's very good. He is going to do everything he can to figure out.
You better have all
what
your eyes
happened.
dotted and T's crossed. Like,
I mean, she's very smart. Why didn't you say something earlier, Kim?
seriously. Like, this is...
Like, he should have got to Lance before Ernie even got to that place.
Yeah.
So he could be like, listen, Mitch, we need to do some cleanup here.
Who the fuck thinks this show is boring? Like, are you out of your mind?
I'm on the edge of my seat. I don't know.
This show is amazing. Like, that episode was a banger. Holy shit. It's just...
Yeah, bang your head against the wall.
It's like, again, it's one of those moments where Mike is standing in this really sketchy place with Nacho, who has his hand on his gun. And it's like, we know Mike doesn't get shot there, but it's like, holy shit, is he gonna get shot there? Like we know he doesn't get killed. We don't know if he didn't get shot. But it was just like, we feel like we have a grasp on these characters because of the history we have with them. But this show is so well done and it's so well written and everything about it is just flawless, it feels like, that you're still on the edge of your... Like you said, you didn't breathe. Like, the whole time I'm just like...
I'm going to rewatch that because I'm like...
I think I said like 4 words the whole episode, and I think the only word I said was fuck. Because every time
it's not family friendly.
Every time something happened, I'm just like, fuck! Like, what the hell?
I hope you're not listening to this on speakers, and I hope there are no children present while you're watching this.
Fuck!
I mean, I know I cuss a lot. I need to watch my mouth.
Inappropriate for advertisers.
No. Not advertiser friendly.
Yeah. Oh, man. That episode gave me a headache. Because that shit, like...
That was major.
That went really quick, too.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. What the... Jimmy's gonna have to get involved, right?
I don't know.
He can't just leave his brother laying there like that.
But like Lance? Fucking Lance? I feel really bad for Lance too. This is a whole fucked up situation.
Dude, if Jimmy McGill...
The whole thing.
Jimmy McGill walks into your life, fucking run.
Bad things.
Run.
Bad.
Oh my gosh.
Unless you need a criminal lawyer.
Yeah, even then, just run. Shit. This is wild. This is wild.
Do you want some emojis?
Yeah.
For Mike, we have a ski mask.
Yeah, we don't have
ski
like,
goggles.
Yeah, we don't. There wasn't like an official like.
You know, you're getting robbed, bitch.
Yeah,
No.
there isn't one of those. But there's like ski goggles, so we'll go with that.
We'll go with that. That's close enough. We also have a head injury emoji guy. Oh, something.
Hopefully he's not dead.
I type in head injury and like it pops up with this little dude. It's got the yellow like smiley face emoji with this little head bandaged. Oh, so sad.
Fuck, dude.
And then finally, for the whole thing, a mind blown emoji.
2 of them.
Yep. Add 2.
Because that shit was wow.
Yeah. Ski goggles, head injury, and a 2 mind blown.
There you go. There are the emojis for this episode. Throw whatever else you might have in your list.
Just fill up the comment section with some fucking emojis.
Yeah. Emoji only. Let's go.
Now we see some poop emojis too. Just cause. Holy shit.
That's good. So yeah, leave all that in the comments. Leave your thoughts on the episode. That was just so wild. Yeah, leave them comments, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. We'll catch y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.